Good morning, this is Cecil and Blues. Thank you for joining me back at the Radiant Estate. We are going to level our antiquarians a little bit more today. We've got them to Resolve 4. We should be able to push them up to 5 at least with this mission. It is a long, medium mission. We're going to bring an escort of a Crusader and a Grave Robber, which is, I think, exactly what we did before. I have the hiccups. But I'm going to press on anyway. We have a long mission, so we're going to want to take a lot of food. Especially considering we don't have strong healers. We're going to take shovels. In the intervening episodes, I did a bit of other stuff. I changed my roster pretty significantly. I came to the conclusion that certain classes, it wouldn't really be possible to do a 4-person map or a 4-person group because they didn't have skills that properly fulfilled that, I forget what the goal of this was. It's a long veteran mission. I can't remember if it was an explorer or a fight. We'll be fine like this. Do I want to take some medicinal herbs? It's in the ruins. No, but we will take some bandages. Alright. So yeah, not all the heroes really have a diverse enough set of skills to make it possible to do a 4-person group. And if they don't have a movement skill, then it just becomes pointless. So I purged a few lepers from our roster, and I purged a few arbalists from our roster. I also purged like groups that we've already run 4 of. So we should be able to build up and do some more groups. So this is, yeah, a full, we got a lot of rooms to explore here. So the reduced torchlight may not, like our torches may not last. We walked right into a trap, but it was resisted. Hopefully we'll get some scouting and allow us to plan. If we can plan when we're going to run into like a series of rooms where there'll be no combat, we can let the light run down. I think we open up here. Looks like we'll kill a couple of them. Actually, I think we might be able to kill this one too, since we have the time to do this pitiful damage with... Oh, you let me down with your nervous stab. Alright. That does make things a little inconvenient. We can't reach the back row very effectively with this group. We'll throw and dagger that, doing way more damage than really is necessary and appropriate. I think I'm going to actually try and get a lucky crit here. Seems like we're not going to get it. And our Crusader won't be able to reach. So all we can really do is Inspiring Cry back there. And maybe we would have been better off doing some of our defensive actions at the beginning. And we will start picking up these things that are... Okay, no. Nope, we're not doing that. That is not something this team is going to challenge.
The promise of safety.
Certainly not in the first room. Alright, kind of got a big boy here. He's going to be tough. We'll worry about him later in the fight. Let's deal with the marksman first. That was a low amount of damage that makes me unhappy. We can't reach him. So maybe we can debuff these guys. And our Crusader's gonna have to start working on the big guy. This is what happened to us in the last group as well. Is we had a lot of trouble. Uh-oh. Don't make me run away from this early. Let's start healing her. I mean, 3-point heals are not going to get anything done anytime quick. So, this is going to be bad. Our Crusader can't reach the back row. We could try and do Toxin Trickery, but that seems like a bad strategy, and getting these guys down to 1 hit point is just insulting.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Still resisted the stun.
Continue the onslaught.
Alright, more health. It's gonna take a while. We're gonna need some crits to really get her back into a viable position here. Speaking of crits, we could use some on the big guy here. All right, yep, we're hurting. We're probably gonna have to camp real early. I think you buff. We go for this kill now. 6 health. That is within range of one of those kills, so that prevented more damage than she could have healed. And then that thing's dead. Alright, so do you camp right here? Seems like a pretty early time to camp. Maybe we can not have combat for a couple of rooms? No, that's not gonna happen. Alright, well, let's camp then. I don't think this team's got a lot of buffing potential. Just a lot of health. We can Zealous Speech. Stand tall. Oh, yeah, we can stand tall. And get rid of the mortality debuffs. There we go, that's done. We can increase scouting chance. That's worthwhile. I don't think we can... give these guys buffs. Oh, whoops. Shit. That was not the button I meant to press. I wanted this one. Okay. So we gotta risk a night ambush, and we got it. Damn it. Alright. Just relax. We can handle it.
Masterfully executed. Death waits for the
okay.
lapse in concentration.
Kill one of them.
Is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And then we shift backwards to let our Crusader fight. Can't reach the back row, unfortunately. Ugh. Alright, that's fortunate dodge. Then we can kill that one with a good crit. And kill that one.
Give them no quarter.
Okay, things not going well, I would say, for this group. We should open these because they can have better artifacts in them. Nothing worth really the effort. Alright, we only have 90% of the rooms left to explore, so... what did we learn last time about secret rooms? I think we still do it, because what happens if you don't get a secret room?
Well performed.
Alright, moving forward, we'll have combat right here. Hopefully we'll be a little bit more effective, get the right crits. Let's force some defenses. Not good. We can use Nervous Stab, though, to pick up that kill.
Ringing ears. Blurred vision.
We're gonna have to do healing in the back, though. Of course, it was the one that didn't get her defenses up. One more down. You gotta heal. You gotta heal. And you gotta hope it, that she gets continued to be left alone. Okay. And then we can maybe kill that. I will say, this has been... I mean, I understand that antiquarians are weak, and that's kind of their thing. But this has been harder than I would expect. This is a rank 3 mission. We have 2 rank champion level heroes here. They should just be cleaning shit up. And that has not been our experience in the slightest bit.
So too will resistance.
We have explored 3 rooms now. And we have to explore 90% of rooms, so we have the majority of this dungeon left to explore. We will probably want to avoid combat at most opportunities, so I'm in fact going to go east here, and then we're going to go north and west. We're just going to avoid combat. That's a considerable amount of combat we can avoid. The downside is this would have been the perfect opportunity to like let our torch run down before we camp, but now is not the time to camp. So instead we're going to wind up using torches. It's a little bit of inventory space cleared up by a food check. We don't want to let our light get too low because it can spawn extra encounters. Well, I think we are doing a good thing here for our heroes and their chance of survival. So we get a little bit of that. Well, the medicinal herbs we'll leave behind. And yeah, we're gonna be on our just 1 stack of torches here coming up. Depending on what we uncover about the world. Like I don't want to.
Even the cold stone seems bent.
I don't want to camp too early, but I also don't want to camp too late. Because all these rooms without combat in them are just perfect opportunities for us to let our torch run out. But we don't need the healing as much right now. I don't know. But, you know, then on the other side of things, like, we're going to be running pretty low on remaining rooms when we finish following this path, so perhaps this is the right choice. Let's see what's coming up. We've got just a ton of no combat, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go into this hallway, we're going to explore the next hallway, and then we're going to camp. And we still are going to struggle with the possibility of no light. Or sorry, an ambush is what I meant to say. But we shouldn't have to worry about
much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
About our torches at that point. So yeah, we're gonna camp. We're gonna have a full meal. It'll deal with a little bit of stress over here on the left.
Rats in a maze.
And we're not gonna bother with night moves anymore. Well, there's not a ton else to do. Let's encourage over there. We can also this is 15. Okay, so yeah, that we would only want to use as an emergency. And then here we can apply these resistances again. We have 4 more spots left. I think we encourage each other instead of trying to do resupply and pilfer. Alright, let's hope we don't get ambushed this time. More ambush. A pretty nasty ambush too, and they shuffle us in an unpleasant way. Let's try and kill the Fusilier in the back. And what makes this shuffle really frustrating is that Antiquarian in the front row, we can't move her. So hopefully she'll take the brunt of the attack here and redirect everything into the back row. We are going to shift backwards so that we can shift forwards. And of course, all the AoE attacks completely nullifying the protect. Okay, 1 down. We can do continued protection to increase that Crusader's buff. We do have a bandage on hand. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of healing. Of course. Why would I expect a shank into the back row? I mean, they did just receive one, but they weren't in that back row, though, before. They got shifted back there. Rain of Whips. Oh, the protections being completely useless is just hilariously frustrating. Alright, we can pick up a... does this require them in the back row? It does, so we'll do a heal. Since the one in the front row is not going to be able to help with that. She'll pick up the kill. A little bit of stress relief at least. I am going to go for the stun. I'm pretty sure I gave him a stunning trinket. I didn't. Never mind. But he still got it. Alright. Can we please survive aggressively? That's an aggressive survival.
Perhaps the turning point.
So,
Success so clearly in view.
this is... Oh, I could have taken that trinket. There's no reason not to.
Trick of the light.
Put everybody back in order. We don't have a ton of extra food, so I can't use that to get my health back. Got very unlucky on the ambushes. I should, in the future, remember, especially when we're leveling a weak classes like this, that we need to bring a person who can make sure to nullify ambush, late overnight ambushes. You know, if we both hit hard, I think we can kill that one. A critical for 47 certainly helps. So now if we only have this one to deal with, but instead we killed them. Very good. Okay.
Creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Oops. Light. Let's bring it up. Combat. I don't think we surprised them. We did surprise them. Alright, let's see what we can do here. A dodge. Bugger. Alright. You go for the kill. And then you put up protections. And you hope that this results in a reduction in damage to everyone. Good, good. Alright, let's repeat this again. We'll deal with the Quarrel guy in the back, since we can't hit the Enchantress right now. And then we... I forget who's being protected by who. Alright, I got it right. There we go. They now are receiving a incredible damage reduction. It doesn't help their stress, unfortunately. Let's Stunning Blow to try and cancel the protect. so that we can kill the stress giver there. So in theory, as long as we don't get any AoE attacks, we shouldn't really be receiving much damage starting next turn. Blah. Yeah, we're gonna deal with that stress, and we're gonna continue to put what? Did someone get stunned? That's so bizarre. Huh. I don't know why. Oh, he resisted it. Good. Alright, stress giver dead. Everything else should not be posing a problem. We can focus on other things, like healing. So let's do that. Oh, shit. I need to actually keep the defensive stuff going. Oh well. Stress. Get rid of stress. Put up the defender. To dodge. We actually can do a little bit of maybe restorative stuff here. If we get the defenses in place. And we do some healing.
In radiance, may we find
This feels like a good decision. Alright, that's a guard, so like that's not important. Yeah, let's boost her dodge a little bit more. And then we will focus on getting these antiquarians' healths back up for future encounters. Oh yeah, this is very good. This is much better. That gets redirected. Wait, it didn't. Does that guard only last one stinking turn? Alright, let's start killing. Force a guard by an ally. For 2 rounds. I don't know why that feels like it's not working, but... Alright. Our stress is basically fine. That stun finally landed. And I think we can kill this guy. Oh, Antiquarian with the big crit. Alright, rare antiques, sapphires, torches, and a replacement key, which I should definitely make room for. Well, what do you throw away to make room for a key? Because if we find a secret room, we're gonna like wish that we had it. I did not take the 90% or the bonus searching. What do you throw away? I mean, you throw away the holy water and then you... Oh, no, you throw away the debuff charm. There we go. It's a garbage charm anyway. Alright, scouting! Find me a secret room, please. We'll not bother with the confessional. I think you can purge quirks in confessionals, but I don't know if you can guarantee it. You know what? Let's take a moment and look it up. Confession booth. Holy water, stress heal. But 25% negative quirk is a risk, and then but you have a 50-50 shot of getting additional stress and a 25% chance of finding a bunch of treasures. So it's it's not great. And then or you could use holy water to guarantee yourself a stress heal. Bring the light back up for this fight. We have surprised them, which may buy us a little bit of of value here. Let's stun the big guy. He did not get stunned. Okay, so I regret that slightly, because had I attacked the middle enemy, the slice and dicer, he would have been dead. Blanket fire, of course, happens anyway. Rain of whips, lots of AoE. It always just is infuriating. So you gotta waste a round killing that guy. There's the 30-point crit that would have killed him in the first round, coming when he's at 1 health, making us feel stupid. We will try and chunk down the big guy. Use a bandage. Do you go for the debuff? I think you try and debuff the cutthroat. And then maybe he won't be able to do anything this turn. Yeah, I'd say that was effective. Our antiquarians, though, in the back, getting stressed out, get bled. Then we can kill him. No, it's going to take 2 rounds to kill him. Fine. We will use the bandage. We've got to put our defenses back up for all the good it's doing us. Down to 4 health. That's a kill. That's something we can kill.
The greater the glory.
Alright, and that worked out. Then Shank for the final elimination of this team. Great. We have a lot of gold.
Push on to the task's end.
I don't know, we'll drink that, I guess. I'm not gonna touch this treasure chest. I'm gonna touch this treasure chest. It's just who I am. Nothing worthwhile in it. I shouldn't have taken the risk. More scouting. Let's see. I feel like he goes south. We're gonna leave that in case we get down to our last... Oh, what the heck is my problem? I can't believe I did that again. If we get down to our last torch, we might come back to that to get some light, but it's not a problem. Is there anything else you can get on those alchemy tables? Let's look it up. I like looking things up occasionally. You can get golden gems by throwing medicinal herbs in them. We do not have any medicinal herbs. But we do have gold. Okay, let's maybe possibly have some success here. There's going to be a combat in the next room. Our gold is now full. What do you do about that? Do you throw away your last bandage? That doesn't sound like a good plan. I am strongly concerned that we cannot survive like more than 2 more combats. Having a surprise certainly helps us. And getting a big crit like that is also incredibly helpful. So I think you put the defenses up anyway. And then you try and get the kill on the front, and you get it. So we just have to worry about Flurry of Claws, which can knock us back. But it did hardly any damage because of our protections. And then you go for further killings. Oh, come on. Come on. Alright, we'll kill that one. Then we'll maybe do some healing. Lash of Tail is redirected, does not get the stun. Let's do a little bit of health there. And then we'll go for the kill. Picked it up. Okay. Pretty alright. And more gems and such. Oh, what do you do? Do you like throw away the holy water? That seems like the best option. I want a new stack of gold. We could just throw away this one bandage. Alright. So that's another step forward. We can get a protection buff here or a quirk. It was a protection buff, so increase dodge, increase protect. We'll have to see where this protect goes once he's no longer under the effects of the Antiquarian's Guard. I see this trap. Fixed. Alright, let's get our light back up. Now he's got, okay, 15% protect and 10 dodge. That is pretty alright. I don't like reading books. Alright, we do have a fountain there that's going to help us out. Back row, no bueno. Okay. things not going great. Not getting the kills we need. We'll pick off one of them, though, before it gets a chance to act. We did get a couple of nice dodges. Do we want to heal or do we want to set up a protect? I think we set up a protect. And it worked out. Alright, Stress Dealer is dead in the back. Lash of Tail, though, does not get redirected. Stuns our Antiquarian. We can do a little bit of healing this round. Ran to the Old Gods is dodged. Well, we pick up the kills, now we just have to worry about this gargoyle. 1 point of damage remaining. It got off Flurry of Claws, so I'm actually thinking it's probably in our best interest to do healing instead of damage with our Antiquarians. And then our Grave Robber can kill this thing at the beginning of next turn. I actually might want to do stress relief there. Alright. A successful combat, and it's got a ton of loot. Good loot. We've got just a couple more rooms left to explore. I'm thinking you ditch the holy water at this point. It's probably the least useful thing in our inventory. The agility whistle we can just abandon. We're going to have our Crusader drink from this holy fountain. I think if we put holy water into it, it's a stress heal guaranteed. Oh, okay. So I probably shouldn't have thrown away that holy water, but... So if we had had the holy water, it would have doubled the effectiveness of the heal and the holy and the stress relief. But then we wouldn't have been able to pick up that other thing. So sometimes you got to make sacrifices. We're almost done. We have a combat coming up right here. Or if I read that right, no, we do not. We have an unknown thing happening in the next room. And then we have one more room. Well, we're done. We can see what we... Oh, the secret room! We found the secret room! We're going to continue adventuring. We're going to go into the secret room. And we are going to open this thing with this key that I chose not to throw away last time.
Are often low on supplies.
And I am super happy about that. Let's eat some food to celebrate, and then we're out of here. Ooh, that was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the result. We picked up a trinket I had never seen before, the fortifying garlic, which is meh. We wound up with 50,000 collected treasure. Our antiquarians are now resolve level 5. They'll need one more mission in order to complete our caretaker goals. We could maybe only take one of them on the next mission, and might be a little bit less stressful on us. At some point, though, we're going to need to take out,
you will know the tragic extent of
all
my
of them.
failures.
So, this guy had a disease. I thought I cleared all the diseases at the beginning of the last one, but I guess not. Perhaps he was having some negative quirk purged. What do we have in our stagecoach? We have another one of these. We could have a full team of antiquarians because I had picked one up earlier. So we could have a full stack of antiquarians, which, I mean, it'd be funny, but it would also end in terrible tragedy. I'm going to have to look at that. I'm going to look more closely at the stagecoach, adjust our teams as necessary, and I'm going to get things prepped. I believe the next thing you'll see is another antiquarian mission where we get them up to champion. I may, though, do something with a 4-person group in between. So, thank you for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the series and what I'm doing to pass the 2/3 of the month of June while we wait for the release of the Crimson Court. And when the Crimson Court is released, I will start a new campaign with the new content, and we'll see how it affects the early game, mid game, and in game as we play through a normal campaign of Darkest Dungeon in the darkest difficulty with the the traditional rule set, the base rule set. I don't want to start a Steigen campaign, what used to be New Game Plus, because even if I did things the most efficient way possible, there's no way we would have it done by the 19th. So this will be what we do. Maybe we could look at some mods, but to be honest, I don't want to turn any of them on. I mean, I respect mods, and I think that they're awesome for the community, but in general, I like playing games as they were designed by the designers, and that is not a slight against modders in any way, shape, or form. It is not a slight against people who play with them. That's just what I prefer, and I think that's what's awesome about video games, is we all get to do what we prefer to do. I have people who think Darkest Dungeon's not such a great game. I think they're wrong. And you know what? There's room in this world for both of us. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope you have a great day. Check back at the channel for Final Fantasy related stuff. I am going to take a look at the BattleTech backer demo today and put up a short video on that a little bit later. So if you're interested in just kind of seeing where that's at, then stop by and check it out. You can follow the channel to be notified when new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Twitter at itsboats, and I will see you next time.